it's Budget with Mama Bear. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be doing our end of the month closeout. That means we get into this cute pouch and see how much we saved. We look at how we did overall and see, just get us all ready for next month. So let's go ahead and see how we did. All right, so I've got all my binders here to help me. I've got our pouch full of savings challenges that we finished. I think the first thing I want to do is get into here. Oops, sorry about that. That was really loud. Again. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our no spend and our spend sheet here. All right, so I'll zoom in just a tad. Overall, I knew that we were spending a lot, and July is usually, and historically for me, a spend month. I don't know, there's something in the air, I think. No. Yeah, no. So let's go ahead, and it says, how many days did I spend money? So let's take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alrighty, so you know what that means. We only had 15 days where I did not spend. So I like it to go the other way where I have more no spend days, but it is what it is. How much did I save per no spend? I didn't do that as a savings challenge. So I'm going to put zeros on those. And what did I learn this month? I'm sorry, but I have to write like this. I think all of you have that same problem, right? What did I learn this month? That August needs to focus on no spend days. And I'm capitalizing that. All right. We got to focus on that because I need to recover, right? I think I've done enough. So hopefully we have more pink hearts next month. I do have August already print out. It's this cute little green color, and I went ahead and dated it. I put the 30th and the 31st up here just because that's the way the calendar is. It's one of those weird Saturday starts. We are going to use this as a savings challenge this month, and I will be tracking it. And I think I'm going to take it out of here. So these are my no spend little trackers, and you can make them any size you want. I made them small so they can fit into like an A6, but I think what I'm going to do is just attach it here. So I can use this as a savings challenge, and then I'm going to try and figure out where I'm going to put it, because I don't know if I want to put it in my D3. We'll figure it out. All right, so that is ready for August. So this book is done. Now I want to get out my budget planner. Zoom back out just a tad here. And where are we going? Okay, we're in July, so let's go to July. And then let's see where I want to go to, because there's certain things I don't go over. End of the month. All right, my end of the month sheet. So this is where I will track all of these and put how much money and if it's allocated. I like to do that just because it gives me a good visual and I can see just how much I'm doing savings wise. And then what I do is I fill out my sinking fund sheet with where I'm putting the money, and if I need to change any cash, and if I need to take anything back to the bank, I use the cash on stuffing return to the bank sheet. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to just pull these out and see. Now, if you've been with me all month, you know that a lot of these have been allocated, a lot of these who have allocated savings. Somebody didn't get a paper clip. All ready for next month? I think I'm going to keep using this one. I might take the keychain off though because it's a little loud. Okay, so I do want to talk about these two because you did not see me save these two. This is from Jeanette's Journeys membership. I am a member of hers, and it's a live on Fridays that you do these challenges on. I was only able to make one live this month because lives are hard for me to get to. But I did do the challenges and I did finish them. So that's why I have these here, and you may not have seen me finish those because I do those along with her during her live. All right, so let's take the ones that have money and put them over here. And the ones that don't have money, I'll put in another pile. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to write all of these with you. I'm just going to add them up and I'll write them later, or we will be here forever. Okay, and I think you guys get the gist of writing them down and why I do it. Oh my, I almost want to, what do you mean I almost? I want to take a picture of this. Like, whoa, look at all these challenges. Let me, oh, okay, I'll just zoom in later. I'm taking a picture of that. And I just made a big mess of all the stuff that I just organized. Okay, I think I got it there. So these with the money, we will do second. So I'm going to set those aside. These, I've already put the money into where it needs to go, but I do want to tally it up. So let's see. I'm going to pull the debt ones out though. I do want to pull the debt ones out. I got to remember which ones are for debt. It's for travel. It does say it on them. Oh, coffee is debt. Sorry, let me just organize these real quick and I'll be right back. It took me a minute, but I organized them and I tallied them up because there's no money here, so I figured I'll just give you the totals. So the first pile is for emergency fund. We saved $8 with Tiny's. The next pile was for month ahead and we saved $38. The next pile was just a bunch of different sinking funds and we saved $320. And then lastly, for debt, we saved $225. So that is awesome. Okay, so that is all the stuff that's been allocated. And now we will get into all the stuff that still has cash. All right, so we'll set those aside. That's a lot over there. All right, so let's see if I can organize these. That's a coffee one, so that's... Is that another debt one? It is. And books. So we have some more. Coffee, books. All right. The rest I think are regular. So we do have some more for debt, which is great. Okay. So let's finish that off. And we'll make sure this goes into the bank. Okay. So this one here was... Here, we'll just take the money out since this is all going towards debt. I don't need to go through the denominations, right? Okay, and then we'll add it up at the end and we'll see how much more we're adding. Cute. I'm gonna miss that challenge. It's one of my favorite ones. Okay, and this one too. I'm a sucker for a cute image, right? Okay, there we go. And two, and then this fun little one. All right, now let's add this up. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Another 239. 239. We haven't put it in yet, so I'm not going to check that off for debt. So in total for debt, 239 plus 225 is $464 total. Nice. That will be a good payment on my credit card. Okay. so we're going to go ahead and keep this separated because I'll probably just put like the bills that, like I organize my bills on what needs to go, and we'll just make sure we put that $239 in the bank. All right, so let's see. We've got all of these fun challenges. I'm like a mess right now. All right, so we've got the honeybee. And these, I'm just going to total it up, and then we will decide where it's going to go in my sinking funds chart. All right, honeybee. That was $74 I saved on that one page playing the honey book the low budget way. Okay, the Kentucky challenge. This is from Lazy Sloth Savings. That saved us $56. That was a fun challenge to do. Okay. We'll put that over here. All right, and then this one, we're gonna call this the Ocean Challenge. From Budget with Mrs. P, this saved us $55. Okay, there we go. All right, we finished this month's wall, and that was $80 this month. That is the wall we do every Sunday night with Donna, powered by Creativity, on her live. Okay, and then I'm going to do these two since they're live ones too. This one is, we're going to call this Jeanette's Journey July Big. And we saved $105. That was really cool. Unexpected. It just looked fun. All right. And then this one here is the mini, Jeanette's Journey Minis. And I saved $22 here. Okay, because we did quarters on these three. And that was fun. Alrighty. And then these are all for travel. So let's see what we have in here. We're just going to call this travel, and we'll add it all up. So let's get all the money out. These little cute ones are from Donna, powered by Creativity. And this one was from Lisa Grateful Me. I love the back on this. Okay, so let's add it up and see. Let me just sort it really quick. How much we saved for travel, which is great because we're going to be traveling soon. All right. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. 195. Yay. All right. So not a ton of cash over here, but a lot of that was already allocated up here. I mean, over $500, so that's okay. What I like to do next is the fun part. This is where we add up and see how much we saved in total. All right, so let me do that real quick. All right, this is a better month. Woohoo! We saved $1,417, and 464 of that. So $953 is for other things. 464 was for debt. So that's a good amount. That's kind of how I like that. Okay, so now what I do is I go through and put this amount here into here. So it takes me a little bit. So let me take care of that, and then we'll be back to cash stuff all of this money. Okay, that took a little bit, but it was worth it because I like to get it all thought out and organized. I did condense our bills a little bit and took out the money that's going back to the bank for debt. And let's go ahead and see the paperwork that I filled out. So this is the sheet that we just did together. And then I told you what I do is I write out my sinking funds, and based on what I can do, like we're not going to stuff the Budget with Mama Bear binder this time because of how much we had. and I just kind of come up with a plan. And then from there, I put my binders and I fill out my cash planning sheet just to kind of get my bills in order. So I like to use all of these sheets for that for different reasons. All right, so now what I'm going to do is put this in my little holder here. And if you're looking for this cool little thing, I do have it in my Amazon storefront, which is linked down below in my description box. They're pretty neat to hold your paper so you can see what you're doing. See what your plan is at a distance. All right, so let's go ahead and get our binders. I always start with the priority binder. Okay, and we are going to be putting in $50 into yard. This is one where we've been spending quite a bit of money this year, so I want to make sure we're stuffing it. 50, 70, 85. $85 in yard. I will go ahead and fill out my tracker. Here, let me show you which one. After we're done, and put that in, what I put in there. But basically what I do, I was ready for a new one, is I fill out everything here. All right, gifts is getting $10. We're saving for some wedding gifts for some weddings. We have 2 weddings this year of other people. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 95. I did need to get in here for a work gift a while back, so I need to bring that back up. All right, hubby is getting $10. And let's see what he has now. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15, 25, 30. $130. All right, household is getting $10. This is another one that's getting built up. 20, 40, 55, 56. Hank, what you doing, kiddo? My dog Hank is making some noises. I think he's trying to find a comfy spot. All right, I think it's too hot for his little bed that I have in here. Medical is getting 40. We are always saving in here because it comes and goes. Like 65 of this I've already spent, but I'm going to save it for next week, and we'll just take both of the weeks out for the chiropractor. When I stop going, because I won't continually go every week, but once I start feeling better, then that can start to build up again. Yard maintenance is getting the other 50. We had to pull from here, so it's good that we're filling this back up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530. All right, Costco is going to get $10. Okay, and we've got 1, 20, 40, 55. Okay, and then we have our savings, and then this money is going to go back to the bank that I have in here. So we're going to take all that and put that with our debt payment, and we will be good to go on there. Okay, the next binder I'm going to do is our annual binder. Oops, sorry. I just love this keychain, but it's really loud. Okay, so on our annual binder, HOA is getting $5. We save all year for this. I don't pay a monthly HOA, I pay a yearly. $20.45. And it's not that much. It's just to fund our irrigation. Propane is $20. All right, so we've got 100, 20, 40, 50. Wood is getting 20. We have to start saving for next July. All right, now it's up to 30. It's always good to hand her the money like, yes, I've saved all year for this. Car registration is getting $5. We just put a little here and there. I do like to pay our car registration for 2 years. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 5, 50. Because we can do that here. All right, and then the vet is getting $5. We just went and everything was good for Hank. 1, 2, 3, 10, 15. So I'm thinking I might even put that into the high yield savings now. Dental is getting $10. All right, so we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20. When I go to the dentist, I do have to pay to go now. Glasses is getting 20. All right, so we've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60. Probably won't get new glasses. I was thinking of getting sunglasses, but I don't think I go to the eye doctor until October, so probably won't happen. So we'll just keep saving up maybe for next year's glasses. All right, car maintenance is going to get $5. It has a lot in here, but I always like to add a little more. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 35, 45, 50. 550. Okay, pets is going to get $10. So pets now has 20, 30, 40. All right, and then miscellaneous is going to get $7. So 5, 6, 7. And let's see, so now it has 12. Amazon and Walmart and Lowe's are all going to get $10 each. So Amazon has 20, 30, 40, 55, 56, 57, 58. Okay, Walmart, let's see how much Walmart has now. 10.25. Lowe's, we just started this one, 30. And if you didn't see in my video the other day, I do have all 3 of these dashboards for free in my Ko-fi shop. All right. Somebody had mentioned, you know, now that I'm gonna have memberships, I hope you still put some freebies in. I will still put freebies for everybody every so often I'll put them in there, but my members will regularly get freebies put into my Ko-fi shop because that's part of the membership. All right, long-term. All right, so wedding, we're saving all over the place, but I always like to add a little bit. So we're gonna add $10. We've got $3,135 in the bank, 3,145, 55, 60. So 3,160. Whew. That was a lot to think about. Emergency is going to get $10. One of our goals is to get that back up to 1,000, and we're at 561. So I have through the end of this quarter to get it to 1,000. So I need to start doing some savings challenges for that. Extra house payment, getting 10. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. You know what? I'm going to take 5 from something else, and we're going to make this 100 so we can put it towards our house payoff. We are actually going to put that towards our mortgage payment this month. All right, new car is getting 10. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 82. It's funny, I took my mom and dad for a drive the other day, and my dad's complaining about my little car. And I'm like, I don't have any money to buy a new one, so I'm saving, but at least it runs and it's paid off. And it's not that bad. All right, travel is our big boy. We had a savings challenge that was $195 total. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 5. So 195 was the total in savings for travel. Let's see what we have all together, because we're going to be using this. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 414. That'll be great. We're going to go see my son. And honestly, this is going to be like, probably it's going to be part of the hotel and then going and doing fun things with him. That's what that is going towards, basically. It's my little vacation that I get to take. All right. I got squeaky chair again. Subscriptions is going to get a little bit. Let me flip my sheet real quick. All right. Oh. Okay. So Prime is getting 10. Sorry, I was looking all over the place. 20, 30, 40, 52. And Canva is getting 5. 10, 25, 30. Okay. And then AAA is not going to get anything. That was that 5 that I was going to pull from. We have a while for that one anyways. So we're good here. All right. The last binder is our personal binder. Our last $15 is going in here. Mama Bear is going to get $5. So I've got 25. And then Beauty is getting 10. We have 20, 40, 55, 61, and 2. Okay, there we go. So that is it. That was really good. I was able to stretch. You see how I was able to stretch that money into a lot of singing funds by making a plan with our sheets. All right, so we're heading into the new month. I'm excited for that. I will have a few videos this week, but I'm going to be honest with you. I am going out of town some days this next coming up week. So if I can try to film things ahead of time, I will. My aunt and uncle are coming to stay at my house to help with my mom and dad so we can go visit our son in California. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be a fun trip. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. But I hope you all have a blessed day. And as always, I double love you.